Hello. We're gonna be. I don't know what to do, and I don't remember if I said anything last week for what I'm gonna be doing. So that just means I'm gonna just play this because I feel like it. I will be playing Giga. That's what I normally play as Indominus Rex. So I use this skin. Also, I would not be surprised. Also, if you want to know what I think no, I'm gonna go to menu. What I think the Indominus Rex will be. Well, we already know it will cost 60,000, which I'm about halfway there. Don't you try anything funny, Spino. But I think it'll also be like maybe 30 to 45 kills. Kills on Giga. I say Giga because the Giga was a part of the genome for the Indominus Rex, which is why it's so big. Well, would be a big as an adult thing, because I'm pretty sure all of you well-knowledge Jurassic franchise fans would know the Indominus Rex is not an adult. But if you're not well-versed, or if you're new, or if you just are not really whatever, it wasn't an adult. Trying anything funny there. I bet I'm gonna be followed. Whenever I run, a little side tangent, but whenever I'm playing Giga and I find another Giga, either they attack me or they follow me around everywhere. I don't know why. They just do. Maybe it's because they're trying to team up, but I don't team up. I don't like to team up. Unless it's against someone who's teaming, then I have no remorse for them. So if I attack somebody while they're attacking somebody else, it's because I'm assisting that person because they're being teamed on. That's the only time I team, when I'm seeing two other people team. No. Oh, well, I guess it's safety of. Yeah, I tried to record this already, but I think, but their screen recording randomly stopped. It happened right when I got a call, so maybe it was because I got that call, which I didn't recognize the number. And a lot of call I get is just junk from the person who had this phone number previously. I won't tell you what my phone number is, because I don't need, nobody calling my phone number, because I think I have, a total of 3 people know who I am. And I don't know if any of them are some of my friends on Roblox. I have no clue. I don't think they are, though. But back onto I know with the Scorpius Rex, they're okay with having 3 other dinosaurs for having requirements. That was Velociraptor, Carno, and Rex, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So I would say maybe 30 kills is good enough for Indominus with the Rex. Probably good enough. I think the Raptor, you could bump that up to 10. Maybe 15 kills. Yeah, I think 15 or 10 kills would be good. And then the Giga should be maybe about 40, 45 kills, maybe 50. 40 to 50 kills. I was originally thinking maybe it should be 30 to 45, but if the Rex is going to be 30 or maybe 35, then I think the Giga should be 40 to 50, 45, maybe 50 at most. Plus the 60k. No, so I won't show you the Easter eggs, because there are 2 Easter eggs. That could tie into both the Indoraptor and the Indominus. But if they don't have what I originally thought, a DNA vial, there was a DNA, which would basically be where all the other DNA that was used in the creation would go. But there's also, if you don't know, I'm not gonna show where it is, just in case they do end up having that as a requirement. Find the if you go. Wait, I said but there is a little but there is the tracker that the Indominus, that Indy. I call her Indy. I know some people call her Darcy. I call her Indy. I like that one better. But she clawed out her tracker in the movie, and that's actually one of the Easter eggs in the game. And for the Indoraptor, I was originally... So you could have... Actually, no. So I think for that, you could actually maybe have maybe either like find the DNA file that would work somewhat like the Scorpius fish. Like maybe you find it in the plains, maybe around one of these concrete structures, or around the river, or around the waterfall or river. And like I think the spots where you could find it would be like maybe some kind of man-made structure. Maybe they would add, maybe like a watchtower would be added, like from Camp Cretaceous, where when she tore that down. And then waterfall, probably one around the waterfall, because of when in the movie, when there's one there. Or it would be, or I think it would be, maybe you do it like, or maybe it's like you find that tracker, you find her tracker. Or then you like, I don't know, whatever you do with the amber, like that thing. I'm on mobile, so I think it's like maybe or if you just find it, or if you like bite it. I was also thinking the same thing for the Indoraptor, but with the capsule that has part of the iris is, I think it's red, one of the bones from the skeleton. But I actually I found out yesterday that is one of the Easter eggs in the game. I found it on my own. I was trying to get away from the center because there was a lot of chaos over there, and I was tired of being killed every 10 seconds, like every 2 seconds. So I actually ended up finding that. So now since the capsule's already in the game as an Easter egg, maybe I should just. Maybe for that, it would be find the capsule. So, like, you have to go look for it or on the map. The Easter egg in the Indominus Rex could either be the Easter egg where you find that, or you actually find a DNA capsule. Like a DNA valve. Or what is it? Like just a little DNA. Yeah, like a DNA valve. Oh, it doesn't need to be like too detailed. Well, just like a little capsule. I think that would be cool. Well, that's like spawn. It's just like how the Scorpius fish spawns basically around water. Like the DNA valve will spawn in locations that the Indominus Rex showed up in the movie. So, like, one would be at the waterfall, the other maybe would be, like, somewhere near the plains. Would be somewhere in the plain. Actually, yeah, she was in the plains for a bit. Maybe, so somewhere in the plains, like, maybe, like, a tree directly in front of me. Maybe it would spawn, like, around the base of that. Or maybe or it would spawn around the added-in watchtower. Or maybe you can have like a fossil, or a skeleton of like an Apatosaurus, and it will spawn on around there, and that's one of the locations it could spawn at. Or maybe around the scarecrow. And I'll go look around these. Is there anywhere that could actually maybe make a little sense? Because I don't want it to just go around and running around. Or maybe if they have like a lagoon, that could be another place where it could spawn. Or maybe it could just spawn on the coast. Or maybe it could spawn around the tree, maybe. Or maybe around in that flower bed. Or just somewhere generally within the plains area. Yeah, let's go with that. It would either be find the Easter egg, or it'd be find the DNA valve, and the DNA valve would spawn like waterfall, coast, or lagoon if they had a lagoon. Or in the plains, and an added-in watchtower if they add a added watchtower if they decide to add in a watchtower. But I think that would be cool. I was actually looking on their Discord server and I was thinking, and I saw someone talk about like human AI, like AI controlled human NPCs that the carnivores can kill for to get some health back after they fight. Probably something to help countermeasure with people looking, because that is one of the most. Because I swear that's one of the most annoying things to deal with in this game. Like, I think it's that bad it rivals teaming. Like the two most annoying things that can happen when you play this game is getting teamed on, third-partied, and low-killed. In a normal PvP game, I would still compare teaming, but third-partying and low-killing, that would be on the table, even for me, because if it's like, actually, no, like a battle royale, where you have, like, you're trying to, if it allows you to win, I say it's fair, and it's not cheating. I say it's fair game. Is Ella gonna try and... I've been attacked by him. He is. What are you doing? I'll kill you. Unless you're like a god or you're hacking, you're not gonna survive. Or I get to. You know, I'm close. Made a foolish mistake. Oh god, what the Scorpius Rex gonna do? Okay, no, he's leaving me alone. But the Spino... Don't you try any fun. Okay, I think he's gonna leave me alone. But back on topic... Oh. I think he's going underwater. Oh yeah, I think there's an amber in there. He might be trying to get the amber. But yeah, I think, like, added in a watchtower, and then my DNA line there, and then the Indoraptor would just find that little Easter egg. But back on the human, I think that'd actually be a pretty cool idea. Or maybe if you could just... Like, there's Goat AI. Like, there's Goat AI. That would still remain as... Or maybe, like... Either be the Goat AI could also give you a little bit of health back when you're fighting. I would also like to give maybe structures. That'd be cool. Some more like abandoned structures. I know the monorails are there. And I know how to get up there. There's already people who show you on the platform who show you how to get up there. The one I watched said that you could only get it up there. I may just be remembering this wrong, but he said that you can only get up there with smaller creatures like Gallimimus, but I don't. If he did, I'm gonna go quickly disprove that. Because I have gotten up there as a Gigabit. You can't get up there as like a Spino or an Apatosaur, or the Apato, but you can then get up there in like a Giga or a Rex. And I think you can get, and I think the reason you can't get up there in a Spino is because of its sail. And I hope when the Indominus is added that you can still get up there with the Indominus. There's really no reason to go up there. Unless you want to see the Easter eggs. That's about it. Because there are 3 little dioramas in here. But I'm sorry that, yeah. And the human AI, I think that would also be a fun thing to just have generally as playable. Even if it isn't the Game Pass. I would love to see it with skins that actually represent the characters in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World 2. So like Owen, Claire, Malcolm? Yeah, Malcolm. What's his name? Grant. Ellie Sattler. Yeah, all of them. So, again, to the creator who made that video, I'm sorry if you didn't say that you can only get up here. up here in a small dino like a Gallimimus. I think it was silent, so sorry, silent, if I'm accusing you of misinformation without you having not actually spread misinformation. Of course, this misinformation doesn't really matter because it's just whether or not you can get up to the monorail whether you can or cannot get up to the monorail in something like this big, which you can see I could put my head up there. But if you did, boom, you can. And let me try without sprinting, since if you do see, it does lower you down a little bit when you sprint. Boom. Sure, your tail does stick out of the glass, but it's fine. And if you guys haven't seen, here's the little dioramas. I don't know if this room was built by dinosaurs, but if it was built by humans, then that means this Giga must be about 7 or 8 feet, maybe 9 feet tall. So quite a bit smaller. But you got JP3 seeing all them. The Rex is more Rexy than that. You got your Giga laying down here, and then you got the Indominus breakout here. And you can go up here too. If you do come down though, you might, if you're not perfectly aligned, you may get stuck. But yeah, we can go up here in the Giga. You don't have to be like a galley. So this is just clearing up any misconceptions that I may or may not accidentally have made up because my brain, because I don't know, I have like dementia. Or if you already knew, but you were just wondering if you could do that. But so yeah, you can get up here in something as big as a Giga, but anything bigger like a Spino, you can't get up here. Also, clarification: Giga is bigger than Spino, both in Jurassic World and in real life. The Giga in Jurassic World is 50 feet long. Spino is up to 50 feet long as well, but Giga is 51. So slightly bigger, not as big as the Indominus Rex, but very close. As at the maximum size an Indominus could be, it's 22 feet tall, 55 feet long, though the minimum is 50 foot long, 20 feet tall. Though technically, if we're really looking at it scientifically, mass is determined by size. Wait, no, yeah, of course that's how it works. I think even mainstream syndrome sufferers know that, but size equals mass in science and paleontology. So, looking at this chunky boy. Okay, he's not that chunky. I would say he's more narrow. He does. I would like to give them. Well, this is less of the designers of the games model, but more just credit to the actual film. Well, the overall design you see here, not the most accurate to the actual Giga. To me, maybe if you didn't tell me it's a Giga, I would definitely assume it's probably some kind of Carcharodontosaurid. But if you're telling me it's from a documentary, I would probably think it might be an Acrocanthosaurus. But if you told me it's from, like, a movie, like a Hollywood blockbuster, I would probably assume it's maybe, like, just a over-the-top Giga. Also, see that rock down there? Wait, no, it's actually way over there, actually. Never mind. But, yeah. The one thing they did do good about it is that they did make a pretty good Giga. Well, decent. Still not the most accurate. I think in the movie, the skulls should be a little bit more narrower. There's no chin. The Giga doesn't have a chin. Okay, well, it doesn't have that absolute Chad chin you see here. The wrists are correctly not pronated. They look like this. And not the other way around, like facing back. The osteoderms and that, yeah, that shouldn't be here. I don't think these little head crest things should be here either. Yeah, they shouldn't be there either. Maybe the little backs of them might be. I don't think they are though. So I think the head is based on an outdated model of the Giga. Not complaining about these traits in Jurassic World, in Dominion, it's just a terrible movie. It's just a very terrible movie. It's not a documentary though, and I don't think it strays too overly far from the Giga. But just like in real life, I think the main body looked overall okay. Like, remove the osteoderms, remove the spike. I think you'd actually have a decent design. It's more tall than it is wide. Which is a little... Because of the Giga being built more for speed, it's more lean than the T-Rex. Even though they did weigh about the same. At least with an average T-Rex. Well, really mass. I should be saying mass. Since I'm talking more in, like, actual paleontology. But in real life, I know in the Jurassic World franchise, they want to say Giga is bigger than Rex. It's fine. I don't see too much of a problem with it. According to what I found, they're actually Rexy and the Giga are actually the same weight, being both are 9 tons, which I'd say is pretty interesting. But if we're going off that slender design, I'm gonna have to say, probably not. Probably not gonna be that much. Probably not gonna be that much. Unless the Giga is, heavier. But if we're going off the more bulky JP design that they kind of returned in Dominion. Yeah, but like that overall little bit more realistic, bulkier design from the original from the first movie. Yeah, that actually kind of reminiscent of real life too. The Giga's longer, but the Rex is bulkier, meaning, and thus it's packing more meat into a smaller body, meaning, like dimensions, the Giga would be bigger. But in mass terms, there's simply more animal there in the T-Rex. Rex says in real life, Mr. Scotty showed us that they can get 10 tons. And I think there's another specimen from earlier this year that maybe might be bigger than. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet. If it has been confirmed to be bigger than Scotty, that's actually very interesting. Because that means that now we know Rexes can definitely 100% get over 10 tons. I know there's that study that proved that a T-Rex could potentially be up to, like, I think 15 meters? 15 meters, so 45 to 50 feet long. And about 15 to 16 tons. I wouldn't be surprised if it could get that long. But we can't confirm that it did just because its body could support that size. But either way, it would still be the largest land predator. Also, I think the Spino being 10 tons. Yeah. So let me quickly go back to paleontology. So Spinosaurus is a large dinosaur. It is the third largest carnivore. 7 tons. 14 meters long, or 45 feet. 50 feet and over is outdated. No, I wouldn't be surprised if the more modern Spino could maybe reach 50 feet, at most. No bigger, but no longer, I should say. The Giga, in real life, actually weighs about 8 to 9 tons. And, so does the T-Rex, on average. But of course, I already said T-Rex can get to 10 tons. Meaning T-Rex is bigger than the Spino. But it does not get any. So that does mean T-Rex is the biggest. Of course, so in a fight, T-Rex would kill everything. The only thing that is a carnivore is their blood dinosaur. gonna get its head and neck crushed. Like, he's actually in a very vulnerable position. Very vulnerable to the T-Rex's bite, as the head is over the Spino's body. Over the Spino's head. So it would be very easy. And, well, the Giga is just slightly longer and about the same height. So it would still be vulnerable to a bite from the Rex. The only thing I really see Giga maybe having over the Rex is its speed. I don't know how fast the Giga is. It may actually be slower than the Rex. I don't think it is, though. I think the Giga is at just about 20 miles an hour. Which, I normally say this Rex runs about 17 miles an hour. Though currently anything from 11 to 20 miles an hour is the accepted range of speed. So not like the 30 miles an hour from Jurassic Park. Which, again, in the movie, it's perfectly fine. In real life, not gonna happen. T-Rex was too big to be that fast. And bright side's 45 kilometers an hour. Yeah, not gonna happen either. Especially with what they say, T-Rex being 14 tons. Yeah, not happening. Like, I could see maybe a smaller 8-ton Rex maybe running up to 20 miles an hour. Well, maybe like a smaller 10-ton Rex going closer to the 11 mile an hour or range. Or end of the range. But I know Spino runs about 15 miles an hour, so slightly slower. But undoubtedly, the Rex has the advantage in everything else. Its smell, its eyesight, its hearing. It's just much better. In fact, its eyesight 13 times better than us humans. Us disgusting humans. Our eyes are not competing with what a T-Rex had. That's on par with things like a hawk or an owl. And then its intelligence equal to that of a chimpanzee at a 2.4. So, pretty damn good. Probably the smartest dinosaur. Its arms wouldn't really help. They're still strong, but they would not be used for combat. Just no way in hell they're used for combat. So, well, yes, thank you, Brightside, for help giving light to T-Rex's arms not being totally useless. But also, screw you for saying that they were used for hunting. They weren't. The only one that maybe could do that is Spino. And that'd probably be a better weapon against T-Rex. But then T-Rex, let's go with your center said. Just bite it right off. Or just bite the arm right off. Bye-bye Spino. I assure you, some things Goji Center does get wrong in that video. But it is so much better than Brightside's garbage dumpster fire, I should say. Well, the times Goji Center does give for the two contenders is wrong. They say 112 to 97 for the Spino. It's actually 99 to 93 and a half. And 97 to 96 not 97, 67 to 65 million years ago for the Rex. It's actually 68 to 66. But it's not too far off, since part of that range does actually land within the time they were alive. Like, Spinosaurus was alive 67, it was alive 97 million years ago. And the T-Rex was alive 67 million years ago. But it was not alive 65 million years ago. That's after the KPGA extinction event. Because that's actually closer to 66. And the Spino was not alive at the time that Suchomimus and Sarcosuchus were alive, which was around 112 million years ago. Of course, that was like, I don't know, like 3 years ago. is going. They're still making pretty good and they're still doing pretty good on paleontology, being as accurate as they can be. They've always he or they have a I don't know if it's one person or more person. I don't know. They've always done a good job. But that's gonna be it for the video.